Welcome back to Bengals Weekly, where we are joined by ESPN NFL insider and fantasy football expert Field Yates. Field, a week or two ago, you tweeted that you think that Joe Burrow is the real deal. What has impressed you most about the Bengals rookie quarterback?
It's pretty easy to opine about a quarterback when things are going right, when everything is clicking and when there's harmony, and when he is playing in a situation where the expectation is to win weekly. It's a little bit more difficult to feel really strongly about a player when the chips are down a little bit and he's playing under more adverse circumstances and he's having to carry more weight than you might normally expect out of a rookie quarterback. And while the Bengals' future is undeniably bright, obviously we know that 2020, while better than 2019 in terms of on-field product, this is still part of a building program.
I'm sure Bengals fans were excited to hear you say that the future is undeniably bright. Why do you feel that way?
If you can zoom out for a moment, boxes that have been checked in Cincinnati include this. You have the quarterback. When you have a quarterback, you have a chance. That's not news to you, obviously, Dan, but certainly Joe Burrow looks like a long-time franchise quarterback for the Bengals. Look at the infrastructure in place, and does Duke Tobin seem to have a grip on what he wants to do and how he wants to do it? Look at some of the recent drafts. A guy like Jonah Williams, who had to redshirt last year, but seems like the kind of player that you can count on to be a reliable left tackle for a long time. We've seen some progress during the season with the offensive line. You know, the best performance certainly being that Titans game where Joe was kept clean in terms of sacks all day. And then let's just zoom back into 2020. If you look at the start of the 2020 draft class, it's not just Joe Burrow. T. Higgins looks like a star. And it was unfair to T that he went 33rd overall because he was not your normal second-round wide receiver. Most years he's going maybe even in the first half of the first round. But he has shown exactly why the Bengals, as you know, any team with that first pick in the second round, which is the first pick of day 2 of the draft, is going to get a bunch of offers. The Bengals rebuffed them because they had a player they wanted. That's T. Higgins. Logan Wilson, the third-round pick out of Wyoming, seems to be the kind of guy that will be a fixture on defense as well for quite some time. So I see the seeds of success being planted between Duke Tobin and his staff and then Zach Taylor and his staff.
This Sunday, we've got two teams looking for their third win, the Bengals and the Washington football team. What must Cincinnati do to come away with win number 3 this week?
Yeah, it's got to contain the front seven of the Washington football team, which is probably the strength of their roster. You know, I think that's the key, is making sure that Joe is upright and keeping him in rhythm. If you can find a way to, limit some of the run after catch you'd expect in this Washington offense, and then offensively keep Chase Young from being a one-man wrecking crew, you've got a good chance on Sunday.
Field Yates, great stuff. Appreciate you coming on the show. Keep up the good work.
Anytime. I appreciate you having me on.